Nightfall in Minneapolis in December usually spells freezing temps, and that is precisely the case outside these walls. But we are a comfortable 72 degrees inside U.S. Bank Stadium.
But tonight we start Week 14 of the NFL season with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime.
Evades him at the 20.
And not much doing on the return. Good coverage there. Going to stop him in his tracks at the 15-yard line. On play action. Now McCarthy. Short throw caught by the tight end Oliver.
A solid stiff arm. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Now McCarthy.
Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones.
The Vikings at 9-3 here on the year. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here's McCarthy. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there.
And it's 3rd and short.
You talk about this Lions defense.
This unit, they've struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Give them 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first.
First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Now this defense for the Lions, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it.
Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
To the air with McCarthy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Justin Jefferson
With career touchdown number 60.
and the Vikings will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Will Riker, the kickoff for the Vikings.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10.
At their 35-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
These 2 teams, they met at Ford Field earlier this season with the Lions winning that ball game. So if they can win here in Minnesota, they get a sweep of the season series. And they'll run with a 2nd-round pick from April's draft.
Fights him off. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. You and I have talked about it before, but what about the year this guy's had on the ground? You come in as a rookie and in the discussion as MVP.
And people have always told me, running back, one of the easiest positions to break in, but not to this level. If you're talking MVP, that means he's had a sensational season.
It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a 1st down.
Lions, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now a give right side.
Gilmore knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play, 2nd down. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings.
They sit at number 20 in the NFL right now against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
17 yards.
A nice pickup of 17 yards.
1st down.
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
32-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle.
Gilmore. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the 29, here's 2nd down and 7.
Now a first carry here for the running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
From the gun, here's Goff.
That is caught.
And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 13-yard line. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Up the middle they go.
Gilmore.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
Andrew Van Ginkel there on the stop.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Goal, Detroit.
The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter as they go to work on a 1st and goal. He'll try to run this one in. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. A great play there with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Point after try forthcoming. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Minnesota. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork to be able to put it all together, but that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7.
14, Lions 7.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
That one let go deep for Laporta.
And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the lonely way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Back to throw, Goff.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
And that will hit and continue on out of bounds.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
On play action, McCarthy. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
I I think he had eyes on that run the whole time. Good anticipation, because it seemed to me he waited for the coverage to get drawn away and then had the easy scamper out of bounds to get the short yardage first down.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Second down, another shot for Jones. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
After the run by Jones, here's first and 10.
Unlock line. Unlock line. Get it. 60 Vikes.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
That was a good illustration of setting the edge as a defensive end, being able to make sure that you stay on your feet no matter what type of block, and you're not going to get pushed inside. Stayed home, skated to the outside, and made the play.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11. Again, it's Jones. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of one there.
Brings up third and 10.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a third and 10. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
70 Lions.
Looking to throw McCarthy. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Aiden Hutchinson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. From his goal line here, Goff. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down.
A gain of 14. First down, Lions.
Now a play fake, and it's Goff. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
The Vikings take over first down 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line. Running right, Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 41 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
This is Davenport.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7.
To kick off for the Vikings.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And it'll be second down. Now Goff. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 7 yards there and a first down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. From the 50, it's Goff.
He'll try and do this himself.
And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And this works out well as it'll kick out of bounds at the 11-yard line.
At their own 11-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Throwing is McCarthy.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
Aiden Hutchinson. His second sack of the night.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Will Riker the kickoff for the Vikings.
It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Here's Goff. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
Yeah, and on third down, you know those pass rushers, they're in the starter's block. They're just waiting for the pistol to fire. You can almost hear the defensive coaches on the sideline pre-snap. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Really good job there of identifying it and making the play to force 4th down.
They go ahead and snap it. Gone. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. A quick throw there is incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
2nd and 10. Again, Goff. He's got it to Matthews, complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 31-yard line. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Gilmore. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
First carry now for David Montgomery. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
They run the counter. Gilmore. And he stopped immediately there. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. On 3rd down, Gilmore. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Lions are back within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
Lions 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try to make sure that momentum stays in your camp.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Working out of the gun is McCarthy. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Operating from the gun, McCarthy. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Aiden Hutchinson in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fielded at the 20. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
20.
Goff now to throw. And Matthews has it right side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards to play.
First and 10.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
You know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but It's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Off play action. Here's Goff. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the fourth quarter, and they got a big one.
Yeah, such a close game, a very big one. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And a few little style points on the juke, but not much room to maneuver after that. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Touchdown!
Daniel Bellinger, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Jones. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game. As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Now McCarthy.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Just because you got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Play action. It's Goff.
That pass caught. It's Williams.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and to watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They'll run on first down.
Gilmore. He finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync. And the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. The 71 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Going up the gut, Montgomery. Oh, what a move.
And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Here now, 2nd and goal.
Now Goff. And it's caught.
Oh, I know it goes against the grain here. Totally goes against it, but you've got to drop the ball in that situation. He makes the catch, but he loses yards and doesn't get out of bounds.
Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left.
This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal.
180.
Now it's Goff. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown.
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
His 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Lions have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
The kick is good.
Important extra point up and through. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Track him 60. Check.
He's back to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
33-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Let's go. Let it go. 70 Timberwolves. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Go.
Back to throw. Completes this to Jefferson. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. Certainly worth noting he's now one catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. Back to throw. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Here's a 2nd and 7. They'll look to throw. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good-sized play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
To the air with McCarthy. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. And the Lions have just about sewn up this football game. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Wait, 20.
And the Lions will take the knee here with victory in the cards. But Charles, we were treated to an excellent game today, capped off by that second half comeback. This was a joy to watch.